I'm the best, Cap City, Philly fly, the best like NY. One rib eye, eating out a kid with AI. DS, play games, it ain't safe, die. I'm so sick, I kill them off like CIA guy. Undercover, I inform you like fireprint. You ignorant like autistic kid with no common sense.
Yeah.
You violate my patience to the basement. I go cause no one
the one and only, man. Yeah. Come on. It's just a hobby, man. They say what we do is just a hobby, man. But when you feel that you the best, man, it turns into like a career, a lifestyle. You know what I mean? That shit turned into the truth. Yeah.
GQ hold it down like two blues brothers. We hustle pussy strong like we came from same mother.
You're rocking with the one and only on Monday, man. Happy Monday, man. I know a lot is going on in the news. I know a lot is going on. Tragedy definitely has happened, as America knows, aside the antics and politics of our president, man. You know, there was a horrible plane crash yesterday, and the world, everyone lost some loved ones, man. If it ain't messy, it ain't me, man. Welcome to the show, family. Y'all forgive me, man. I gotta slide up a bit. Crazy. Where do we start? There's a lot of there's just a lot going on in the world, man, and thank God, like I tell people, thank God, these bullies, man, they're therapy first. Like I said, they're definitely therapy first, and it's tragic to die any kind of way. It's been a while since we heard a celebrity down in a tragic situation, but that shit is fucking horrible, man. Shout out to the military, man. That people that die in helicopters and boats and planes and jets and shit every day, man. That's a horrible way to go. God bless them all. But if you rocking and logging in with us, man, Pigsty, man, I'm old Jimmer. Appreciate y'all, man. If it ain't messy, it ain't me. We talking about, is it just a hobby, man? A lot of people, mainly, I won't say a lot of people, mainly that struggle right there, if it's a hobby, normally goes in with in relationship situations, because that normally determines, because men, we driven as men to go ahead, excuse me ladies, I'm gonna talk about the guys for a second, you know, don't call me a chauvinist, but shit, I got to weigh in for the fellas. So, you know, in most situations, as far as the fellas is concerned, we know we got some bully ladies out there, some bully women out there. But as far as the guys, for the most part, it's like, you know, your lady wants to see certain things develop, you know, in your program. Your lady, because I done seen it. If y'all done been around long enough, y'all done seen, if anybody say come out of nowhere, out the blue, and only two things gonna happen. Somebody out the blue and they start saying, hey, I need to move my dogs. Hey, can y'all help me, guy? I don't ask me no questions, but some shit is going on. Either somebody done called the fucking animal control on their ass and they got some shit going on, or the relationship in the house just crumbled and they gotta get the fuck out the house, and that's why they gotta move all these dogs around. So at the end of the day, you know, we have to weigh in on, is what we do a hobby or is it a career? Is it a lifestyle? Now, most of the people that I've seen that weigh in if the bully life is a hobby or not, they have full-time career, and those that do this more predominantly during the daytime as their primary situation, they feel like, fuck you. They feel like, this is what I do. This is how we eat. This is what, if nothing else, this is what weighs in our environment. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. If you didn't know, I'm the one and only old gentleman, man. Pigsty Bullies, man. I appreciate y'all checking in with your boy. If it ain't messy, it ain't me. And as you know, we always keep it messy. Right now, we talking about the hobby shit, because a lot of people, they get in the crossroads, I think, of they get caught in the crossroads of, if their program is a program, and if they're going to take it seriously. So they say, I'm just fucking around. Now, some people say I'm just fucking around when they don't got no bread or don't know how to put themselves in position or align themselves with people to go ahead and get some more superior class dogs. So other than those type of peoples, unfortunately, it would be looked at as a hobby because you're not taking it serious and you just fucking up the shit. And then there's those people who like to buy certain dogs and be like, I don't care, it's a bully. I've always wanted me a bully. God damn it, I just want a pet. I don't give a damn about no papers. I don't give a goddamn about no show home. I want me a pet. Give it to me for $200. You know what I mean? Those are the people that get caught up in the crosshairs of if it's a hobby or not. But for those of us who take it a little bit more seriously and have to plead our cases to our better halves in our house, when we start collecting dogs and say, hey, baby, it's a fucking point to this madness. There's a reason why I have 12 dogs in the fucking backyard now. You know what I'm saying? Are you putting yourself in a position with your program for it to be taken seriously? If you don't take your shit seriously, then who the hell else will? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the fucking day, I've seen a lot. Again, I've seen a lot of fucking houses crumble because the man and the woman or whoever's in the house, the partners, then fell apart, and now they're like, fuck you, take your dogs. Hell, that was me, myself, and I back in 2004 when I got a divorce from my ex-wife, man. And my people, she had the dogs over the crib, and my people was like, yo, you need to come check on your dogs, B. I'm like, what's going on? She like, man, she ain't fucking with your dogs, like talking about, man, come check on your dogs and shit. So I had to go over there. So I've been through it. I done had people call me over the years, you know what I mean? And be like, man, I know you got a big yard. I know you fuck with dogs, man. Can you come, you know what I'm saying, hold some of my dogs and shit? And sadly enough, I'm not in that position where I can comfortably do so. We are a pigsty bully situation, but we're not a full-blown housing kennel, take dogs, type grooming, boarding situation. So unfortunately, I had to say no. But, most of those situations when a man is troubled and challenged in the efforts of moving forward with his program is because he don't feel like his lady take him seriously about what the fuck he doing. And then by the time we get out that motherfucker and spend so much money on shows, it gets kind of to a point where, you have to figure out, is this a profession for me, or is this a fucking hobby? Especially when you spend the money going on shows and you losing. Like, you really got to dig deep in your soul and say, tap yourself on the shoulder and say, motherfucker, am I in it to win it? Or, do I need to switch my shit, or I'm just here to get away from the family and the old lady and the kids and goddamn have some man time and talk dogs and grab my nuts a few times. Hey, hi and the hell low. You know what I mean? So, I mean, these are things that have to be thought about in the process of shit. Now, I don't know if it's a hobby or not. Some people could say I feel like it's more than a hobby because, like I said, I tell people this is my therapy first. So at the end of the fucking day, when you get to building specimens of a certain nature, like such, this is Pigsty's Renfro. I'm about to bring up for you guys just to show you how my therapy process works. Um, that's that motherfucking guy. Now, I'll say that he was the second time we used Prince, and now he's a if it be a hobby, I like to, I don't think it's a hobby, but again, some of you have to argue the place in your mind if it's a hobby or not. But Renfro is off of production we did with uh off of 4-time Filthy Rich Money Mayweather. It was an inbred situation off Boss Hogg's Little May's sister, Filthy Rich Graceland, back to Filthy Rich Money Mayweather. So this in particular situation, as far as a hobby, I feel is a great motherfucking hobby to have because why? We can compete. You know what I mean? And when we can compete, and come home with some fucking trophies and ribbons, that gives validity to the people that follow you. You have to come home and show some ribbons and trophies sometimes. And it's not about the ribbons and trophies because it's about the performance of the dog. About the sport of confirmation is to show who has the best structure, who has produced the best dog that falls into the structure of whatever the standard is of the registry you're competing in. So you can say it's a hobby if you want to. If you think it's a hobby, then it's an expensive fucking hobby. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have those problems and it's in a hobby situation, you have to call for help and I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of dealing with situations, whether it be a hobby or not. Motherfuckers goddamn, they gotta call for help. And what's the call for help? My brothers and sisters, the call for help is redunculous. I'm gonna show you the call for help. The call for help is uh hey player, yeah, I like your dog. Your dog is great, friend. Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, the dog's fine. Yeah, man. And now you said it's 17 times King Kai, 15 times Caribou Lou. This song bitch is 14 times Miyagi. Top that's what I've been looking for. That's why I tracked you down. I've been looking at you. I see what you're doing. You take it seriously. You're a professional, son. I like professionals. I tell you what. How much is the dog? I tell you what. 3,000. Good. Because I knew it'd be 3,000 because you're a stand-up guy. You got good dogs. 3,000 is a good number. I told my lady the other day, 3,000. I'm looking to spend 3,000. I'm like, cool, 3,000. Let's go. Then this motherfucker need an alibi. Hold on. I didn't know we was playing motherfucker Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What happened, play? I need a lifeline. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have to call my wife. I'm like, bitch, you gotta call your wife. Like, why you gotta call? You ain't had to call your wife the whole time. You've been following me. You've been loving me. You've been loving my dogs for 2 years. You've been watching the whole protocol system. Now you need to call for help and talking about some goddamn it. I need to talk to my old lady. I'm tired of hearing this shit. If you think it's a goddamn hobby, go find your ass some hobby fucking people and goddamn get you a hobby goddamn dog. But when it's time to get that goddamn hot shit, goddamn it, tighten up. Tighten up, goddamn it. Tired of the bullshit. You understand me? Tired of the bullshit. You gotta take this shit seriously and you gotta put your all into the game. If you're not putting your all into the fucking game, then what the fuck are you doing it for? And again, this goes back to my soapbox. I'm good. I got me a mean motherfucking soapbox. The bully game I'm learning, and this is kind of gonna lead into our next podcast, which is building the correct Excel. I came in playing in the Excel field. I came in with my first production with Boss Hog, who was a tall standard, and I went ahead and bred me an American Bulldog off the muscle. And that's because I was kind of I used to say misled, but I really wasn't misled. It was just a situation, I guess, on how you handle your business. Because as we know factually, depending on who you are, who you know, and what the registry, if you know how to paper hop, you can go ahead and jump registry after registry after registry to bring it all the way back around to one that accepts, whatever breed you're trying to register your dog as. But I came in off the muscle, and I've learned so much about the XL class to where it's like, where's the fluidity? You know what I mean? If that's the right word, fluidity. Maybe that's not the right word. Where you know what I mean? Where is the constant? You know what I mean? Again, I'm adapting because for my competitive spirit, I'm getting to the place where I can see where I want to get to and the kind of dog I need to compete. But even in getting the bigger dog, there's still no, constant looking at bigger dog as of yet. You know what I mean? There's no, you know what I mean? I can't think of the word I'm trying to use. You know what I'm saying? But uh, um, that's just where we at right now as far as my observation is for the XL class. Now, we definitely about the XL movement and showing up and bringing big motherfucking dogs to the forefront and showing them off. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother issue. That's what the XL movement is about. We got a lot of XL producers out there, so-called XL producers out there, uh, um, producing all these dogs. But for some reason, nobody's bringing these dogs out to the shows. And you have to wonder, like, why aren't people bringing XLs out to shows? And there's certain things to weigh in on. Either it's going to be because the person is timid for whatever reason and doesn't want to be in that environment, or there's something, that much wrong with the fucking dog to where they don't think it's going to be able to, stand its ground and hold its weight in the competition ring. And that's some honest assessments you need to do as a person wanting to invest money into the into this show ring or the sports ring. Now I done had a couple of my colleagues, my partner, he stressed himself this morning. He weighed in and said, he think he going back to working class sports competition with his dogs because the confirmation ring is jacked up. Now I know my brother, he normally spazzes out, when he feels like that he's been wronged in a match. You know what I'm saying? When he's been wronged in a show. But at the end of the day, uh, um, you got to know why you're in it, and you definitely have to pace yourself. You definitely more especially have to pace yourself if you don't have the proper specimen to compete. If you just happy go lucky, again, you just like everybody got fucking big fat boys, Harley Davidson fat boys and shit, and then you come with, what I'm saying, a little old 1984, Terminator 2-stroke Suzuki and some shit just to fit. Like, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like, they going to, applaud you for trying and having a heart to show up, but if you ain't ready to spend that money and really stand in the ring, you wasted money. I mean, you might help somebody place. If that's your goal, to help somebody place, then you're definitely on the right path and doing the right thing. But if that's not your goal, then I definitely have to say that it's crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. It's definitely hard to maintain a presence in your household when you have so many dogs and responsibilities with your family. But that's part of the weight of having these programs and stuff like that. If you and your partner is definitely not on the same key, shit can get out of control real fast. So if you're definitely not making an impression and charging numbers and having a full blown program to where you can say this is a career, it pretty much is a goddamn glorified hobby for your ass. And again, most people have noticed that, and they have primary jobs, primary sources of income. So, you gotta be conscious of these things. I'm about to run some of this little footage right fast. Um, hold the fuck up, man. Y'all give me 2 seconds. And I just fired my program manager. So, you know.
YouTube Rewind 2018, the most disliked video in the history of YouTube.
There you go. Yeah. I don't think she gonna goddamn, cause I'm on my other shit. But no way if it don't. So at any rate, y'all listen to the ABKC Nationals. It's serious business, you know, at the end of the day. It's all serious business, and if you don't take it seriously, you're not gonna get ahead, basically. We got 4 new definitely. Pause, man. Shout out and big salute to Corey O'Neal, man, for losing Grand Champ Techno, man. Double salute, man, for losing that big motherfucker, man. And God knows, other than him just being big, I know he meant the world to you, brother, man. So definitely, man, my heart goes out, man. I pray everything goes right with that situation. Yeah. Yeah, sure, that's what's up. Yeah, Taquan, yeah, that's what's up, brother. So my brother asked if he could send some pictures to me for me to look at. I said that's fine. A lot of people ask, man. I done did a lot of homework on different situations, and the game is changing as far as the type of dog and the type of teams and kennels that's being in the area, man. Shout out to Virginia, man. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna say some real. I'm gonna say some real. Whoever tuned in, when y'all tune in, if y'all missed the shit, I hope it does go miss, because at the end of the day, I can say I said this shit in a public fucking forum. If you got if one of your partners got a bad bitch in their yard and you familiar with the blood, or you comfortable enough on your partner's word, and y'all looking to get a stud or some shit, y'all gotta start working the fuck together. See, this is part of the problem why there's so many extra dogs out there and people trying to do these little secret back breeds and get this deal from the same person just to get this blood and shit. Look here, I'm gonna tell you some simple shit. XL people, if you listening, listen to me. People, if you listening, fucking listen to me. Say a stud costs like $4,000 or some shit, and you got like 5 people that you know that fuck with that situation and want something off of it, and they're like, yo, hit me up when you have a puppy. Hit me up when you have a puppy. If you have 5 people pay, you know what I'm saying, $7,500 a piece. I mean, $750 a piece versus they want to buy a $3,000 pup off of you, and everybody get a $750 pup off, you know what I'm saying, off some banging ass shit, them 4 or 5 people, then let that be what it be. That's called being smart, especially if you got a kill in the team. That's called being fucking smart. I'll say it one more time for the slow people. If you got a situation that you wanted to get fuck with, and you know you got a couple other people that want to fuck with that same situation as far as stud or production or however may go, or a puppy, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like reversal. If you invest with a team in a stud, almost like a co-own in a pup situation, but you're doing it from a stud perspective. But say the stud costs $3,500, $2,500. You get 4 homeboys or 5 homeboys that want to goddamn fuck with this shit so you can keep your blood around you. And they all spend $500 a piece. That's $2,500. You pay for that stud. You get that shit knocked out the way. And you got the blood to go ahead and produce what you need into the fucking yard. Now, if you want to call it a hobby, then let it be a hobby. But be smarter about how you do your fucking hobby. There's different ways that you can go ahead and save money and still end up with dope dogs and something that complements your complements your program. That's the fucking problem with people. Everybody think they all gotta spend the money. And I got a lot of money tied up in a lot of fucking dogs for no fucking reason, I feel like sometimes. At the end of the day, if people will work together, no one really have to spend as much money. Then we can save money on our program and have more food and have more toys and shit and have more time to travel. That's just my own personal opinion. But again, everybody can keep running separately and fucking, paying $4,000 and $5,000 to the one thing and then coming to their homeboy trying to lowball and get some crazy deal when you could just come off the muscle, help the motherfucker get the stud and pay $500, $600, $750 for basically what would be a $3,500 pup or $4,000 puppy. But y'all ain't thinking like that. So at any rate, I'm going to keep on moving, but I just educate you on some shit in case you didn't know. Again, our next show is coming up, Southeast Kennel Club. Our next event, we're gonna post a date soon in a couple of days, and we're gonna make noise in the Central Virginia region again. At the end of the day, if you're gonna call what the fuck you do a hobby, so be it. Call it a hobby, but we take what we do seriously. Again, it's therapy for me first, as a combat vet and a candidate with PTSD and life PTSD and fucking general. Dogs are my therapy, and I've met so many people where they could say the same. Whatever their situation was, that they went through a traumatic situation in life, dogs have been their therapy to get them through. Now, I question some of the motherfucking people because some of their dogs look like shit or they ain't taking the care of their yard as they need to, but that's none of my business. But overall, as far as for me at my house, I'm saying it's therapy fucking first. So, coming into this environment and meeting people and things of that nature has definitely showed me a lot about myself. It's definitely showed me a lot about this so-called bully world. There has to come a time where we take a look at our program and seeing if we're producing our best. If we're not producing our best, then it really is some low-key hobby shit and we fucking up the game. That's the people that's fucking up the game. They're saying it's just a hobby and they don't give a fuck what they're breeding. They're not taking the time to look in their pedigrees. They're not taking the time to look and, they can get some videos if the dog is still living, some up-to-date pictures and things of that nature. They're afraid to go ahead and get intimate with the process that they're doing so people can tighten up the shot group when they're breeding. Like, motherfuckers, we can't keep complaining about what's in the fucking ring. We can't keep complaining about people about what's in the fuck, who's winning and competing in the ring. If all the sucky dog people is popping up in the motherfucking ring versus the one correct dog, then guess what? The judge's eyes is gonna keep seeing all fucking sucky dogs, I guess. They're gonna see dogs with roach backs. They're gonna keep seeing dogs with fucking fucking hawk rears and shit. That's just what fucking people are gonna end up seeing. At the end of the day, if you don't go compete, if you don't get somebody to handle your dog, if you don't get somebody to at least teach you the basics so you can go ahead and bring your dog to somebody to be able to show that dog, that's what's going to injure the game. You might have a fucking 2 grand champ sitting right there on your fucking leg, but you've never went ahead and brought your goddamn dog out. You know what I mean? Or you've produced a dog and said, you know what I mean? Like, it's too many fucking complaints and not enough people out there striving for a resolution for the situation. At the end of the day, it's a sport, and if people get tired of certain sports, then they go ahead and find other ways to entertain themselves. But if we're going to stay in this arena right here as far as the American bully, we got to be transparent. We got to look ourselves in the mirror and see what the fuck we doing. You know what I mean? Don't say you got the best and you ain't got the fucking best. Don't say you're going to change the game and you can't even fucking change the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, a fucking tick collar off that motherfucker. Like, change a water pan out that bitch. Like, it don't matter. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, Southeast Kennel Club is about the American bully. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what goes down. The weight of Southeast Kennel Club is about the American bully, and we're there to show about the betterness of the breed. But if people are not working to help support, show the betterness of the breed, then everything we're doing is just nothing but a fucking monetary scheme. Now, again, as for me and my house, I'm about the money. I'm about the bag. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? So there's a time, place, and a season for everything. So I definitely feel like, you know, I've seen people out there trying to brand themselves. I've seen people out there trying to, you know, get on the commercialism of the American bully. You know, some people just try to hop on the wave and you know, grab mediocre dogs and go, you know, go for what they know. But if you're in it to win it, then you got to dig deeper, man. You got to do better homework on your breedings. You got to come to shows that want to compete. Or at least, you know what I'm saying, get your dog in the situation to where he can compete and represent for you. You know what I mean? Don't come to that motherfucking show trying to take one picture and, you know, post it up and disappear. That's fugazi shit. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely fugazi shit. If it ain't messy, it ain't me. I ain't got too much for y'all. I ain't gonna be the hold on, I gotta show you this. I ain't gonna be the dead horse. Where this big? Yeah, there you go. There you go, right there. Hold on, one more for y'all. It's just we gotta stay on our P's and Q's, people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay on our P's and Q's, and we gotta get up in this motherfucking ring and do it like it's nobody's business. But as far as pushing the envelope, man, we about to fuck up some shit. That's off that King Liger blood right there. Excuse me, family. And that female right there on the left is Pigsty Freckles. Her little mate brother. Where is he at? Her little mate brother is right there. That's Renfro on the right. Owned by Jeff Richards, and Freckles on the left, owned by Hugo. But with them being little mates, you see what the male looks like. So we got his sister over there, and we're gonna run into this big motherfucker right there, man. His dad was about 200 pounds. He's a little bit longer now. He's a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and get the record straight now, because again, this is off the assessment. We got 2 dogs now. Frankie, my man Frankie, he also got a dog. I got a credit to use again. Another chance, and that's Yokozuna. Yokozuna times Cali Girl, breeding Demolition Bullies, and Potter's House situation. Man, I got some long, bigger dogs to go with some of my shorter back bitches. But this right here is definitely gonna be on some shit that's gonna go ahead and you know, give her some bigger dogs to compete with as far as the game is concerned, and we're definitely excited about that situation. Invest properly, do what you can, learn as much as you can, you know, push the envelope at the end of the day. Before I shut my high horse up, as you know, we got the hold on.
Coming up on episode 4 of If It Ain't Messy, It Ain't Me.
You want to know the true story of the XL American Bully? Then you all have to go back and start with a man named Jesus. Right before they hung him on the cross, he gave his decree
about what the standard of the American bully will
So
be.
if you have time or two for a tale,
Well, then I'll tell you the glorious resurrection and arrival of the XL American Bully.
it's so exciting, so many different parts and containments.
I'll
Oh,
tell you what, right now, you don't want my 2 cents.
Whatever, fool. There ain't nothing but a little bit of bulldog course of a massive up in that thing.
Yeah, so our next situation on episode 4, if it ain't mess, it ain't me, we're going to talk about building the correct Excel. Because if I'm supposed to be the next Excel king, man, there's some things that we need to talk about, man. This is new leadership coming to you, new politics, man, and we definitely on Front Street with things. We're not high, we're not cutting no corners, so we're going to start examining some Excels up close and personal. And we're going to see how they really built. And we're going to see if we can get to the truth about the XL class American Bullet. We're going to see if we can get down to the truth of how we get 24, 25, and 26 inch tall American Bullet XLs, you know, from a Staffordshire and an American Pit Bull Terrier. I need somebody to tell me. I need somebody to roll up a big ass blunt, get a bottle, and tell me how we get 25, 23, 4, 5, and 6 inch XLs, out of American Pit Bull Terrier and American Staffies. It's mind boggling, the mathematics on this shit to the day. But motherfuckers will look you blue in the face and tell you some shit, bold face fucking lie. I want to know how we get, 15, 16 inch motherfucking pockets, with the 18, 19 inch, 20 inch chest spread. Only one dog that I know can scientifically and mathematically do some shit like that. But you ask some people and fuck, it's a American Pit Bull Terrier Staffy mix, B. Y'all excuse me. I'm like, damn, where they do that at? That bitch 16 inches, 15 inches, and got a goddamn 18 inch chest spread. What the fuck? That's all Staffy. So yeah, that's just the move. Is it a hobby or not? That's what we're trying to ask. Some of y'all need to know. Don't get distracted and caught up in the bullshit when you got this hobby going on. Because you can get caught up real fucking quick. Y'all know who the fuck y'all are. You can get caught up real motherfucking quick in this game if y'all keep saying it's a hobby and you ain't got the support at home you need. Shit can get real funky. Yeah, I know how funky you can get. You get that little face right there. You get the sneaking around and shit. You get that little face. You like, baby, I got to go and do me another AI. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be honest with you. It's the motherfucking messy alert. It's the motherfucking messy alert. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. 4 and forthcoming. Now, you got that motherfucking look on your face right there and your house ain't in order and shit going down. Oh, baby's wondering what's going on. She's like, Papa Bear, I need to know why you ain't knocking off this honeycomb hideout no more. And he's like, now hold on now, boo-boo. You know it, mama. Now I love you. I love you, biscuit. We love thick girls now. You know I love you, boo-boo. I couldn't have, but things got to change around this bitch. It's getting messy around this bitch, and I need some goddamn Huggy Bear time. She said, you need some Huggy Bear time? Yeah, I need some Cuddle Bottle. So don't get caught up in the bullshit. You need to have support if you having all these dogs and shit. You don't want to get in trouble and be out there run into a bunch of issues. Let me see what my man got. Oh, I can't even look at. Oh, I can pull it up on the screen. I forgot. Let me see what you got, Taquan Jones. Yeah. All right, we're going to go straight off the muscle. There you go right there. Let's see what my man got. It don't look good. Yeah. Yeah, he look good, man. Yeah, he look good. Yeah, he look good. Or is it he or she? You know what I mean? Good tight front. I like the chest on that bitch, everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, is that a male or a female? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got me a little blue bitch like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting some dome on her ass now, so I wish the head could be like a little bit bigger on it, but I don't know if it's a male or a female, but you know what I'm saying? Other than that shit, what I mean, the bitch look dope. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's a dope dog. Yeah, it's a dope dog. Thanks for sending the pictures in, man. Um, you gotta take it seriously. I see you got him out there on the stack box looking like a G. Salute to you, man. Keep up the good work. Keep inspiring, keep pushing forward, man. I hope you got some great breedings lined up for that dog. And more importantly, I hope to see you out in some kind of, what I'm saying, even if I don't see you personally in my own, in my own environment, I hope I see you out in the working capacity with that dog, posting your pictures and everything with that dog, man. It's a beautiful dog. Congratulations. Um, um, yeah. If you ain't know, we love thick girls. I ain't got too much for you. Uh, Again, if you're just tuning in, we're about to tune out.
Coming up on episode 4 of If It Ain't Messy, It Ain't Me.
You want to know the true story of the XL American bully? Then you all have to go back and start with a man named Jesus. Right before they hung him on the cross, he gave his decree about what the standard of the American bully will be. So if you have time or two for a tale, well then I'll tell you the glorious resurrection and arrival of the XL American bully. It's so exciting, so many different parts and continglements. Oh! I tell you what, right now you don't want my 2 cents.
Whatever, fool. There ain't nothing but a little bit of bulldog course of a massive up in that thing.
So there you have it, folks, man. I appreciate y'all spending y'all time with me this evening, man. I challenge you all, man. I challenge you all. Push the envelope from top to bottom. Even if it's just a hobby, take the shit to the next level as a hobby. You know what I mean? Clean up your dogs if you need to clean up your fucking dogs. Clean up your yard if you need to clean up your yard. And this, by the way, before I fucking go, man, the biggest thing that's fucking up the game is these fucking fucked up, retarded ass breed contracts and motherfuckers that don't know how to goddamn play their fucking position and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, families. Like, we gotta do better. Like, we gotta do better. Like, we gotta do fucking better. Period. Man, everybody take a breath. Everybody fucking breathe. VA, we about to do some special shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. VA, we are in the midst of doing some special shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Before I tip my hat out this game, I gotta have me two grand champs. I don't give a fuck what the class is. Pigsty bullies, before we leave, need to stamp and say we have 2 grand champs and we produce some badass fucking dogs. That's where we at. If you don't like it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all niggas is used to motherfucking KFC. KFC did some amazing shit back in the day. Like I said, I'ma always say KFC did some amazing shit. As you know, that's all motherfuckers had. They came out the gate booming like, this is the American bully. This is Generation 1. This is back in the day. This is solid blood. This is old school. This is the wave. KFC, that was them niggas right there. That was like, that's the lick right there. And then came, we're going to fast forward. There have been some comers and goers in this situation. But we're going to fast forward because, a new day came. I tell you often about this story. There was a new day in Harlem, people. And guess what? It was a place by the name of motherfucking Popeyes. Popeye's skin was a little bit more bright and colorful. It was a little bit more moist, and it most definitely was a little bit more crispy and crunchy when you bit and invested into that chicken right there. You started out with motherfucking goddamn Colonel Sanders shit, but then you had to eventually upgrade to this motherfucking Popeyes, Louisiana. You get the half a gallon of iced tea, all that shit. Now, if you used to, the soggy shit, then, you got soggy fucking chicken stories. But if you want the new wave, like I said, I ain't seen too many people, hanging around in a long line for KFC in a long time. You know what I mean? When's the last time you seen KFC throw a special out and motherfuckers wait and almost got fired trying to get a KFC special? Now, when they did that grilled chicken back in 2000, 2008, right before Obama got elected? When they did that motherfucking grilled chicken, that's when the Groupon shit, I downloaded them Groupons on that sumbitch, and it would say 1 free grilled chicken sandwich, and I printed them out because the coupons didn't say 1 per shit. So I had a stack of them bitches, and we ate grilled chicken sandwiches for like a fucking week on KFC. But other than that, and it wasn't even no long line, I kept driving around the fucking drive-thru over and over again with my kids and shit. True story. So at the end of the day, nobody's fucking standing around for KFC anymore. Hell, they had to change the name to fucking KFC because anybody fuck with Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what it used to be called, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Then we found out the niggas weren't even from Kentucky. Like, damn. So, you got to think about some shit. They done changed their name and reinvented themselves 3-4 times. Every time you see KFC now, they partner up with A&W Beer and Taco Bell and fucking, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to partner up with some shit. KFC, the goddamn, you know what I mean? But motherfucking Popeyes is standing 20 toes deep in this motherfucker. Popeyes is revolutionary. Popeyes has a long fucking line. People are talking about Popeyes right now. Like, the world is talking about Popeyes. Nobody's talking about KFC right now. So it's like, if you don't want to pull up to the drive-thru to go ahead and get your motherfucking your 2 Cajun rolls, Cajun wraps. Me personally, I like the Cajun chicken wrap. Go ahead and get your 2 Cajun chicken wraps, the spicy with the spicy tenders on there, and get that Hefe Hawaiian Caribbean sauce, that yellow honey mustard shit. You got your motherfucking winner right there. I don't give a damn who you say, but that's just me and my personality. There's a lot of discrepancy right there about what that says, And I'm not going to beat a dead horse or a couple of dead dogs, but there's some things that need to be said about that literature right there. There's some things that need to be said, and really the literature is translusive or transcending, if my big word, excuse me, through the registry. So I think pretty much all the registries have the same connotations, exemplary of what the breed standard for the XL breed class is. So we can talk about that little situation right there all fucking day. And there'll be a lot of controversy about what the fucking XL is and what the XL, because they got XXL bullies now, and you never know what the fuck you run into. Jumanji, bitch, you never know what the fuck you're running into out here in this world now. They got XXL. And again, I was chasing and running for a certain reason, but at the same time, I had to think, I was like, yo, what the fuck exactly am I chasing? What am I running towards? What am I trying to, why am I chasing the fucking Joneses? You know what I'm saying? The Joneses don't even know what the fuck they chasing. And for anybody knowing how to slip a different caliber dog in to render different results, then that's what it is. I don't give a fuck. That's just what it is. That bitch could be 10 times massive, Corso, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But at any rate, I appreciate y'all rocking with your man, old Jimmy, man. At the end of the day, if it ain't messy, it ain't me. It's for me and mine, man. We keep it funky. We keep it messy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, goddamn it, do it till you're satisfied. Whatever the fuck it is, do it till you're satisfied. I got to go out on my shit. Just in case you didn't know, man.
Yeah, it's old Gemma, the 8 gold medalist. I'm a specialist. Michael Phelps couldn't mess with this. Lately I smoke like I piss. I expel, I exhale from my shell. My flow pumping very well. My V power smooth move.
I can't wait to excel.
This new power move.
Ooh.
Yeah,
see my dilemma, like Roman to Anna. Must see my cinema clearer than Miss Jenna.
James first pin up, you
Take game.
you spit up. Names don't give up a tight game. I live up.
Great was even great before Daddy's dick hiccup. I knew he had the balls cause he picked the best chick up. Come on, man. Hey, it's old Jimmy, man. This track, what, 10 years old now, man. Futuristic throwback music, man. Timeless track, man. Original beat.
First we break it in like it's double dutch. Matter of fact, let's break it in
Like it's a honey Dutch.
Let's get it to the gut
So we can lick it like it's open, but slick open cuts. The punchline slick for openers.
A fresh mouth, Listerine flow, I'm scoping.
Yeah.
My front page, first letter, like
Yeah.
an opera. Now you get it, player, all the layer.
Now scoping ya. My O2 is too new.
Now I'm
My
joking
oxygen
ya.
too
My
strong.
pressure piece, shit, see, I ain't joking ya.
Yeah.
Liabilities unequally, I will totally ya.
Your gap plan won't stand when you go against G.
I'll make you turn off all the lights
And shut it down like 30p. I'm the crash bandit, branded one reckless MC. Yeah,
You mad cause you can't stand it, walk tall, don't lean on me.
like your best timepiece.
Oh, your best dime piece. I beat the clock up every time.
Watch
Like
it.
beating on my meat. Come up with another rhyme. Skeet up on the
Hey,
plate.
a beautiful but dirty rhyme like Miss Wallace, baby.
Ready to die for every line.
I'm big.
Papa's Frankenstein.
Mixed
Half
with-
a mind with Columbine.
mixed
Mixed
with-
with Mary Magdalene.
Jesus
Next to
Christ.
kin, I ain't lying. Jesus Christ, these
Hey,
sick lines.
hey.
Lay hands on the land just to keep these righteous while my brief life up on the track.
But always death is on my mind.
Since Papa was a Rolling Stone,
You know I'm getting mine.
my nuts hang the same. The game ain't changing.
Yeah.
Thrills like dollar bills.
It's a player club thing. How you think I smoke water and still spit flame? Ask my daughter and my son about their father first government. Name to be crowned as the king, my royal subjects. Change with the weather so soft. Now my leather told you fresh bomber on.
Top gun, low
Yeah,
levels,
uh.
fly with the goose,
You rockin' with old
Mavericks
Gemma,
on
man,
heavy
last
duty,
80s,
fly
baby.
like Derek Lou, first act, Craig Mack,
I'm
drop
dropping
a
flavor
flavor
in your ear.
Now go ahead and run it back like a
Yeah.
bucket with 2 tears, ain't no
Huh.
turning back.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. If it ain't mess, it ain't me, man. It's the one and only.